Good morning, Namaskar. Very warm welcome to all our viewers tuning in today. I am your host, Naveen Agarwal, and I welcome you all to this another video on e-Invoice IRP offline tool. As a part of this series, we are explaining our viewers how to report an e-invoice in an offline mode on IRP portal. As you know, currently India has 6 IRP portals, 2 managed by NIC and 4 managed by private sector operators on behalf of GSTN. In the last week and last episode, we explored how can you report an e-invoice in offline mode on IRP Portal 3. And today we are here to explore how you can do the same on IRP Portal 4, which is ClearTax IRP, operated by ClearTax on behalf of Goods and Service Tax Network. And to help us, our audience, with the same demo and the presentation, I am pleased to have two of my colleagues from ClearTax, Prachi and Anurag. So Prachi and Anurag, before I hand it over to you, I have a gentle request that you please keep the pace steady and nice. With this, Prachi and Anurag, over to you, please.
Thank you, Naveen, for this opportunity. We would be glad to present Clear IRP to our audience today. Okay, so for Clear IRP, this is our offline tool demo. To access this, you can go first to the e-invoice4.gst.gov.in and we can log in from here, and this is where invoices can be generated. We can start with logging into the system, and you need to enter your GSTN and the credentials to be able to log in. So once you log in into the system, we can have the JSON generation tool downloaded from the online portal itself. So if we go to the option of upload invoices, we can get the option to download our JSON generation tool. So this is an offline tool which can be downloaded once into your system, and then you can use this to enter your invoice level details and have like the JSON generated even if like you do not have internet connectivity. Once you can have that JSON in place, you can use that to import back into the system and generate e-invoices. So once we download the tool, it is an Excel tool that can be easily used. There are different sections to it. There are instructions to get started. Then there is the one-time setup that you need to do. There are master codes in it and validations as well. We can have a detailed walkthrough of the tool as well, but this is just to give an idea what it looks like. So once we enter the details, we can create the JSON and have it downloaded on our system, which can be further uploaded on the GST portal. So once we get into the upload section, we can have it uploaded and it is ready to use. So like this was a brief on what the process flow is like. Now we would like to move to the tool demo itself. Yeah, so we have logged into the e-invoice for GST portal, which is the Clear IRP portal. Here we can see that whatever IRNs have been in place, we can see a summary on the home dashboard around the IRNs that have been generated previously or the ones that have been cancelled. So now that we have to move to the section of downloading, how we can have our offline JSON generation tool, we can go to the upload invoices section and click on generate IRN. We can go to the start uploading section. So this is where exactly we can download the offline JSON generation tool. This tool is an Excel tool which can be kept offline on your system, and the invoice data can be added to it. and later that JSON data can be uploaded back into the system. So now that we see, we had the Excel generation, like the tool downloaded. So once we have it on our system, we can view it like this. Okay, so within this, we have multiple sections to help the user navigate through. First, we have the introduction section where we have the details of how to get started with the tool for bulk generation for invoices. We also have field level details on what kind of inputs are expected here. So once we go through this, then we can have the profile set up for the supplier. So this is a one-time step that we need to do, and for any number of invoices that you have to generate later on, this detail can stay static. Also, depending on the type of transactions, we can have inputs here, like in the yes or no format in the profile section itself, whether it is export or if there are e-waybill details also required to be generated. So all such sections can be looked at here. The next section would be the master codes section. So here we have the details that can be expected by the tool, and this can also be used as a reference for inputs to ensure the inputs are correct. So once we are through with these sections, we can move to the e-invoice section. For the working purpose itself, we have added some sample data already in here to have a JSON generated later. The required fields that we have for the invoice have been already added, and we can notice that these are all other details except for the supplier details, because those would be directly captured from the profile section. So those need not be added for each invoice individually. Okay, with the data in place, the first step that we would do here would be to validate the input data. So this runs through all the data validations that are required for the inputs here. Okay, so we get the notification of data validated successfully. Next, once this is done, we can look at the prepare JSON section as well. In case there is any error in the data that we have input, we will get that also notified at the end of the section. So here, so whatever error, in case there is any error, we can read it from here and rectify in the section as well. So now that we have validated the data, we are ready to prepare JSON for this. So just to call out, even if we would not have done the validation earlier, the prepare JSON section would run a round of validation before preparing that JSON. So that is why we see the message here again that the data has been validated successfully. So it is ready for JSON preparation. And now it would proceed to the JSON itself. So the process is complete, and we see the JSON downloaded in our system offline. We can click OK. We have the file ready. We will just see what it looks like. So it looks something like this. We have the JSON data, which is ready to be imported back into our invoice portal. Okay. So now that we have the JSON ready to be imported here, we can click on choose a file to upload. We have this JSON that we just created. Okay, so we get the notification of a successful import here. We were just importing details for one invoice for demo purpose, and that is successful. We do not have any errors, so we can proceed with importing. Now we can go ahead and generate this invoice IRN. Okay, so this has been generated successfully. Further, we can also have other operations on this, like we can also print this from here. Else, we can go back to the invoices section, view our invoice. We can also conduct other actions like canceling it. So the details that we had entered, we can view those here directly, like the document summary is available. Then we also have the transaction details that we had entered. We have the seller details that we had from our profile section of the tool. We have buyer level details and then the value details for the invoice itself. Item level details, and in case other details were relevant, we could have viewed those as well. Yeah, I think this was the key demo that we wanted to display for Clear IRP and the offline JSON generation tool. We are open to questions if any.
Uh, Thank you, Prachi and Anurag, for this demo. So, Prachi, I have like a one or two couple of questions. So, firstly, very well presented. Uh, but suppose I am somebody who has multiple invoices, right? So, can I prepare a single JSON for multiple invoices, or I need to prepare a separate JSON invoice wise? How does it work actually?
Yes, so I mean, we just took for a sample one invoice at a time, but even if in the Excel that we had, if we had multiple invoice data at a row level, so we could have had the JSON prepared together for all the invoices. So that is why it is a bulk invoice generation tool.
Right, right. And how often do you update this? You keep this in sync with if there is a change in masters and all, so how often do you update?
So, as in how there are updates, we keep it up to sync itself.
So our bulk JSON generation tool is frequently updated whenever there is any new changes that is being brought up by NIC or GSTN team, based on which if there are any changes that are required in our JSON generation tool, we keep our tool updated according to the latest changes.
Okay, right. And since this is a Excel-based tool, is there any versioning for Excel which we need to follow, or it will work with the older version of Excel also?
So it works with most of the standard versions of the Excels. Like very old Excel versions
May
may
not
not
be.
be able to support this, but we have seen like any Excel versions after 2010 are able to support this tool.
Right, right, right. Just for the benefit of our viewers, I will just like to highlight that whenever you will be watching the demo by different IRPs showcasing their offline tool, you may come across a scenario where each of these IRPs have developed these tool in their own unique ways. So in the last video, we saw the tool which was given by IRP3. Today we had a demo from our IRP4 partners, which they have developed this tool on an Excel as an Excel utility. So as and when based on their own requirements, IRPs have come up with a different tools with few of these functionality tweaked accordingly. But the core genesis lies in the fact that they help you in preparing your e-invoice in an offline mode. You only just need to uh, use the prepared file to generate the IRN number. So this was a demo by our partners from IRP4. We thank you, all of you, for tuning in today. And I also wish to take an opportunity to thank Prachi and Anurag from Clear IRP, my colleagues Anurag, Jitendra, and Chirag from GSTN. With this, thank you, everyone. We will see you in the next video with new IRP. Thank you. Thank you, Prachi, Anurag. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Naveen.
Yeah, thank you, Naveen sir, for inviting us. Thank you.
Thank you.